we're not ultralight, but this is where we're gonna set up. You can hear Jake out over there hacking, but it's gonna get down to about freezing tonight. So this is fall, but it's about to be winter. Could snow in the next couple days. Wouldn't be surprised, and we'll probably wake up to frost, but I wouldn't be surprised if we wake up to a little sprinkle of snow. We'll see. Anyways, that's where we're gonna set up. Big rock. It's pretty much the way I do it these days. Seems to be the safest to me. It's half shelter, and you get the warmth of the fire, and you know, protection from one side. So I'll show it to you when we get it going. So this is what we got so far. We've got 3 big poles with my double poncho tent. So that's effectively 2 ponchos put together, covering most of it. Strapped down on one side. It's completely airtight so far. Here's the rock. Here's the main opening. You can see there's a good gap between the poncho and the rock because our fire is going to go right about there. We got to dig it out and get some rocks down. We're still securing the other side. And it's going to get cold, and it could rain. If you see the sky there, and it'll be a cold rain if it does, so we're preparing for it. Trying to make sure this is watertight. So that's my double poncho tent over there, and then Jake's just single poncho here, and trying to get it all secured.
Got them all right?
Yeah. That's about all of them. So,
all right, there we go.
So you can see what we did. We just cleared out the ground a little bit, and this kind of ground makes me a little nervous. It's like spongy because of the root systems. So you got to worry about once it heats up and dries, you know, that the coals and embers, you know, starts, you know, spreading underneath. So kind of playing the jigsaw puzzle game with these rocks and trying to get little ones, you know, fit in the creases so that the coals can't fall down through. And we've got a good distance here. Might actually be a little cold. Probably have to try to pull this up a little bit. But one thing to be wary about when you've got a big piece of rock that you're up against doing these types of shelters and fires is that if there's moisture, and it's been raining for like 2 days now, if there's too much moisture in the rock, the heat from the rock can actually pop off, you know, and shear off, you know, a slab of the rock. But I'm noticing this angle looks pretty good. It's set back a little bit, so you know, and also you can see that the lines through this rock are horizontal. So it's structured in such a way that you know, I don't really feel like, you know, something's just going to come, you know, tumbling towards us. But you know, if you're in an overhang or something like that and you shear off you know, it's been raining for a couple days and you get some heat going and it spreads out the water, you know, the moisture that's in the rock, and you know, pops off a chunk. It's just something to, you know, to keep in mind when you're setting up. Anyways, we're gonna situate a little bit more and collect up a bunch of firewood.
You go sit in the back.
You can see it's pretty good. We've got some room back here to put our gear. We'll situate our bodies like this so that, you know, I'm here or Jake's here, and then, you know, the other person's over here. If we feel really cold, we can dig a hole here and get a pit going with some hot rocks. But we've got plenty of room, and actually I'm pretty happy with the shelter. It feels pretty good. And right now they're saying there's about a 50% chance of rain tonight, so it could rain, but it's also no matter what, it's going to get cold. So, but I feel pretty good about it. We'll see how it does. All right, so it's definitely looking like rain, and this is actually a divot in this little area. right in here where we're going to be sleeping. And you know, we knew that ahead of time, but you know, the setup other than that was pretty good. But since it's looking more like rain, we're filling in the bottom. So what we did first is put down some big sticks. You can see right here, some bigger sticks to fill it, and then we put some hemlock boughs on top of that. And then even though these leaves are, you know, soaking wet, you know, we're gonna put the leaves down first, and you know, then we can put down, you know, a tarp or something. We got a couple little you know, safety blanket or something on the ground, you know, so that we're not directly on the leaves. They should dry out a little bit once we get the fire, you know, the fire going anyways. But
6 inches, 8 inches down. You can't feel the sticks anymore. I like that. I'll sleep good.
yeah, we got a good amount of leaves in there now.
Yeah. The roof got shorter. I gotta fix this.
Oh.
I'm gonna go up. Do that one right when we get back.
Don't know how good you guys can see that, but we just set up a little kitchen real quick outside of our shelter, which is over here. And we didn't want to get the fire going just yet. It's a little early. We'll wait till it's dark. It's still dusk. So we set up a little kitchen out here, make some food real quick. We're not roughing it. Got the volcano stove, and then Jake's got his Natick and stuff. So, hey guys, Joe from survivethewild.us. Me and my brother just out here and hanging out. Got our shelter built. Fire's been going. It's dark. Temperature was dropping quite a bit, but it seems to have slowed down. You can see my breath, but I don't know. I think it's close to 40. I don't think it's closer to freezing. I think it's about 40 right now. I know it's really warm in here with this fire, so I'll show you that right now. So that's our big old fire against that big old rock. You can see our rafters. I'll get my light a little bit. See if you can see that, our rafters up in the sky, and the rock and the fire here. Big old wide fire with rock wings on each side flanking it. One there and one over there. And we've got big pieces of oak. It rained for 2 days before it started drying up today. So the ground's all wet. Everything on the ground was wet. So we got the big stuff drying up top, and then on each side we got big piles, easy to get to, you know, so we can just maintain it throughout the night. Other than that, we're just hanging in. Most of the work of camping for the night is done, so we're just kicking back and relaxing, enjoying it. Again, we're not roughing it. You know, we're doing okay. Just coming out before it gets too cold for the winter. Morning, guys. Broken everything down pretty much to head out in the morning. It was pretty warm last night. I think we did pretty good. Our shelter probably could have been enclosed a little bit better from this side and in the top. Definitely once it starts getting closer to, you know, 0, below freezing, you know, we'll take that into consideration for sure with that setup. Other than that, I mean, the fire pit did really good. The rock was reflecting. You know, it was awesome having the wider pit served its purpose pretty good, because you're usually feeding big logs over top of it. So as they were burning, it was making just a wider coal bed naturally. You know, building the bed up underneath these leaves is you know, sticks and hemlock boughs, and then leaves on top of it. That definitely helped raise us off the ground. The only thing that got cold on me were my toes just a little bit, and that was more, not even at night, it was more towards the morning hours. It seemed to get colder even after daybreak. But other than that, it was a pretty good night.